switching gears a little bit. Let's see. I've never done this before. I'm a somewhat of a StreamYard novice, but let's see.
No, you're good, man.
Okay, so can you see what's on my screen right now?
We're playing Connect 4.
Yes, because once upon a time, a certain streamer said he wished he could do, or play more games and do stuff like that. And I was like, hey, yo, you trying to run Connect 4? And he was like, hey, yeah, let's play Connect 4. So, yeah, we're about to play.
I love it. All right, let me grab my. All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna go draw and talk. All right, I'm ready, man.
Okay, you ready? Hold on, let me get this layout straight so I can.
So, what made you call your podcast the L7 Weenie Podcast? I know it's a Sandlot reference, but what made you go for that?
So, because I'm my pen name is Marcel the Loser. Let's try and focus. Oh, start game. You're in it? Are you good? Yeah, draw out there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Boom. Okay, so yeah. Since my pen name is Marcel the Loser, I was just trying to find something that was, that went with that. So it was like, oh yeah, L7 Weenie, that's a real classic line. I really like that movie. So it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll just clip that out and we'll call the podcast that. And yeah, that's where it came from. But
L7 Weenie.
Right. So yeah, that's where that came from. I think the first name I had for a podcast that I really liked was called The Lazy Astronauts. But that was back when I was trying to do a podcast with my friends, and it just didn't really work out like that. So unfortunately, I had to let that name go, especially because it's usually a solo podcast. Well, it's me plus a guest, but still, So,
yeah, it's always hard to do like podcasts with your friends. I've did a podcast with my friend, and it was at like their place, and like I was the one that was more into it than them, and so it was always like, yo, like we have a guest today, and I could always tell that he was like it got to a point where I could tell he was like, I just like he just did not want to do this anymore.
Yeah, my kind of broke down before even the first episode.
Oh no!
It was like that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
No, it's hard. I think a lot of people like think, oh, it's so easy to daily upload, it's so easy to do a podcast. And you're like, yeah, well, I mean, you also have to schedule this stuff out. You have to like sometimes do Dang it! I was like, I've got this. Okay, hold on.
All right. Go ahead.
And you forget, like people think like, oh, this is just it's so easy just to like do this. I'm like, well, you gotta, sometimes you gotta prepare for your guests. Maybe you do some research. Maybe you've gotta, watch some of their content, especially if you want to like do it right. And then also there's like the learning factor of like how to talk to someone and have a conversation, because gosh, I swear I'm gonna, if I lose again, it's a lot harder to have a conversation than people have to think, and then to carry it out for for an entire hour can be difficult. And if you didn't do your research very well, you might not know how to steer that conversation during the dead moments and stuff. I feel like I'm getting played.
It's the conversation that makes it a bit of a strenuous activity.
We went really fast at the beginning. That's a pickle moment. Okay.
I have a video that I'm putting up on my channel. If not next month, like soon after. I went to a convention And it was like back when I was like really trying to figure out like, okay, I need some better ideas for content. Like I was making sort of, you know, the quote unquote guru content for a while. And it just wasn't like it wasn't really resonating. Like, or not resonating. I think honestly it didn't feel like it was worth doing because no one seemed to value the information. Which is I guess all you kind of run into sometimes where you're trying to help people, but they take it as, you know, more of an attack.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, no, this isn't an attack. I think this is a good idea, and either people will call it stupid, or they'll basically just ignore it. So it's like. Being a comic creator is kind of interesting. It's like one of the few industries where people are not actively seeking how to do it online like they are with other companies, or not companies, industries. Or at least they'll, you know, they want to seek out how to do it, but they only want to seek it, like they only want to learn about how to do it from certain perspectives. Like,
no, that's a great way to say it. Like they only want to do it. They only want to do it from a certain perspective, and sometimes like the people that the perspective they want to get it, like it's the information that they're gonna give. Is it my turn or is it your turn?
It's my turn.
Dude, this is a heated one. I'm telling you, like the information that they want to get from someone is just like not applicable like anymore. Like if you were to go, Jim Lee, how do I start getting into comics? His advice is going to be so outdated. It's not going to help you. Also, he's Jim Lee. Gosh, I just know if I do this. And so yeah, the
rules. Yeah.
And so like. I just think like a lot of creators, they're just so stuck in their ways. They don't want to come on, bro. They're so stuck in their ways. They don't want to adapt. They don't they don't want to get better. Like I knew it. I know. I was like
all right, one more.
3, 2, 1.
And like it's crazy because like we're all on the internet, and yet no one actually wants to learn how to use the internet. And when you have people like you and I, where like our day jobs is being on the internet, and you're able to see the impact that like these like having internet sales can do, you're like it's like you get like the curtain open and you just like want to tell people. Like when I was working for a book publisher for 5 years, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna get smashed. I can just feel it. When I worked at a book publisher for 5 years, and I'm like, I'm actively every single day, my job is to sell books. Like my job is to sell books. And so I was, every time I'd bring something up, it wasn't like I'm toast. I'm toast. Dang it, dude. I'm bad at this game. I'm learning. I'm toast.
That second one was really intense. That you pushed me with that second one.
That was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 Weenie.